think these windows are lovely.
Yeah.
I think I had dolly mixtures. And I tell you what I used to have, licorice wood.
Thank you.
It was like they used to sell it, licorice wood. And I remember as I got older, I saw some in a shop over at Market, and I went and bought some. And what did I do? I bit into it and broke my front teeth off.
Oh.
And Barbara took me to Macclesfield to have a new false bit put in. It cost me 20 quid. One new tooth. But it was right here. And I swallowed it.
Part of life is to be on the move as much as ever you possibly can, to get out, even to just wander around. We don't live here, we live about 10 or 12 miles away at Easington. Our activity for a long time, for quite a few years, was caravanning. And we used to take, when we were working, we were away every weekend, but when we retired, we said, right, now we can really live with a caravan.
I like going out to shops with my friends. We like go for a meal once a month, go to different places, you know. And we gather, but we don't like going out at night. We don't like going where there's drunken people. And we gather up once a month and have a meal out. And we enjoy that.
I've always bowled here for all my life. I used to look after this place. I used to look after. Now I just get up in the morning. What can I say? Try and get through the day.
My other favourite memories was when I had my children. When I had Karen, I had her on bonfire night. I think it was bonfire night, and all fireworks were going off, and it was hilarious, really. But I had her at 8 o'clock next morning, and I could hear my father on the phone saying, "What has she had?" And they said, "A little girl." And then I had Sonia, and that was my next experience of having Sonia, having my two girls.
I've got a poorly wife, so I have to go down. She's got Alzheimer's. So I go down and feed her every other day at the care home. It's 18 miles away. We work together all our life in the same firm, so we've never been parted. I've been married now 63 years, 69 together. How's that?
She was 6 months old when I got her. That's PCA grade there. Yeah, she was like that. She's all skin and bones on her. That was too much meat on here, didn't it? It was a blade, don't you? Yeah. Little biscuit. Sit down now. Hey, give me your paw. Very good, yeah. Oh. I just have air take all over the place. She's mad at the knife, aren't you? Take it all over. It's the summertime, you take it out all day and always has some water with it. She likes going out. She doesn't like staying in the house all around. That's all I do. And watch the television on the night. You don't like this, you don't like being left on her own. Because you stay. I want to come out with you, jumping up on your back leg. Aren't you?
As long as I can get about, and I get up in the morning, and I know who I am, that'll do. The trouble with me is that I can remember things, what happened years and years ago, like yesterday, but ask me what happened 10 minutes, half an hour ago, it's gone. And if I'm talking, Are you with me? If I'm talking and I want to tell somebody something, if I don't butt into a conversation, I've lost it. But I'm so glad when it comes back in my head. And it does, thank God, you know.
We retired when I was 54. People said, how do you do it, you know? And I said, if you were thinking about doing that, don't do it unless you've got something to occupy your mind with, you know. Otherwise, I said, you'll just end up sat in the armchair, going to the club and buying beer and that sort of thing. I said, you won't live long. So we've been retired since I was 54, and that's a long, long time ago.
My mother, when my dad died, my dad wanted to be cremated. And they said, policeman come, because he died quick, and said, is it a burial or a cremation? And my mother said, it's a burial. And I says to her, my dad wants to be cremated. She says, well, he's got to do what I say. I says, well, he's done that all his life. I says, I'll tell you what I'm going to do with you, Mother. She says, what? When you die, I'm going to have you cremated. I didn't, though. This is one my brother bought me. There's a key to it somewhere. I wonder if it'll play without opening it. Dr. Zhivago. Got a key in there too. Let's see if I can find a key. I don't feel I'm old. I'm not going to get old. Some people do, but I don't. No, it don't bother me. I think you don't know anything about it, because I think it's people you leave behind that are upset. And you know when you die and you go in church, right? They always say that the dead person comes to church to have a look how many's turned up. And they don't call them graveyards, they call them gardens. I've been told that. I think it's something to do with feng shui, that.